Hey guys, Ala Esther Levy here, your emotional intelligence specialist, minister of spiritual healing, and founder of EIEQ Institute. So, every video, guys, is going to be different. You know why? Because I have a level of crazy, just like you do. And sometimes I'm going to feel up, and sometimes I'm going to feel down. Sometimes I'm going to be going through stuff, just like you are. And that's why I can really relate to everyone on some level, because as a human going through this human experience, I'm gonna have my level of crazy. So that's why I'm just putting this out there, just reminding us that sometimes the videos may be a little bit more peppy, let's say, right? I'm a little bit more peppy. And then other times, a little bit more chill, right? Sometimes a little bit more serious. And sometimes really like giving it to you, right? Like giving it to us, not really to you, but to all of us to kind of wake us up. So I hope that you understand that and that you can really relate to my level of crazy. And I just wanted to make this quick disclaimer before today's video. So on today's video, today's video, we're going to talk about recognize and manage your level of crazy when dealing with mental health counseling. So mental health counseling. You want to call it mental health counseling. You can call it emotional health counseling. We can call it therapy. We can call it counseling. Whatever it is that you call it and whoever it is that you're going to. So let's dive into it, shall we? So here's the thing, guys. I've been through a lot of things. I've been through all that. I've been through counseling. I've been through coaching. I've been through all kinds of things. And what I found at the end of the day was that working on our own emotions and really diving deep and recognizing and managing our own level of crazy was really the only successful and I would say, the only successful and the only thing that really brought me any kind of results that really got me pushing the needle forward in my own life. And so, am I saying don't go to counseling? No, that's not my point of this video. The point of the video is to remind us that whether we do these different counselings or not, it is vital that we do the work. It's not enough to just say, I'm going to counseling, I have a counselor, I'm going to see a professional, and we're not doing it. We're not doing anything. We're just talking the talk. We're doing a lot of lip service. And especially when we're dealing with, let's say couples therapy or family therapy or any of those kinds of things, people love to say that they're going to therapy. They love to say that they're doing all the right things. They love to use all the right words, but they're doing bupkis, okay? They're doing bupkis. And so it's really important that if you're gonna go and spend the time, spend the money, spend the energy to do all these amazing things like emotional health, mental health, counseling, whatever you want to call it, if you're gonna go do it, then do it. Go in deep, work on yourself, really dig deep in there. And I will tell you that if you're going and it's been more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you got to revisit what you're doing. You got to really check in and say, okay, am I moving forward? Is this professional helping me? Are we actually moving the needle? Is my life changing? Do I feel like I'm getting anywhere? Because if you're just spinning your wheels and just going and sitting on someone's chair or couch or Zoom call or whatever it is, the needle's not moving for you and you're not getting anywhere in your life and there's no progress, I highly recommend that you do a recheck. You know, really evaluate. It's kind of like, I hate to bring this kind of analogy, but it's kind of like a hairdresser, right? So, you know, at some point you and your hairdresser are vibing and she's getting you and you're on the same page and you know, you're loving what she's doing the first couple of haircuts and then all of a sudden, like maybe 6 months goes by or years goes by and then you're like, what's going on here? You know, I'm not feeling this. And then she's, you know, and then the hairdresser might be like giving you an attitude or you're just not vibing anymore and you just like sense that something's changed, and that's a sign. That's a sign, right? That's a sign. I need to find a new hairdresser, or I need to do something different here, you know? So I know it's kind of a silly example, guys, but I've gone through that, and it's normal. It's normal. And sometimes you do need to change your therapist. Sometimes you do need to go to the next level. You're going to go to, if you're really working, you're going to go to the next level. And if you have an excellent therapist, they're going to go to the next level with you. Because a therapist, to be honest with you, should always be one step ahead. They are your mentor, right? They are your leader. So on some level, they should be one step ahead of you. So if you're moving, she definitely should be moving. And the two of you could be working through a lot of things together, and maybe you'll be with the same person for many, many years. Who knows? But again, if you're not moving and you're moving and you feel like the therapist is kind of like, you're just not vibing anymore and you feel like maybe I've outgrown this person, you probably have, and that's okay. And that's perfect. And that therapist should let you go, and you guys should move on, and you continue on with your growth, and they continue with their growth, and it's all good. So I think that's it for now, guys. So I just wanted to remind you that if my videos speak to your heart at all, please like, please subscribe, and please share, because that way we can all continue to recognize and manage our level of crazy and perhaps make this world a little bit better. Okay, guys, with that, when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. And remember, what's the best that can happen? Okay, guys, all the best.